Comedy of humors. This is a style of drama from the Elizabethan era that focuses on characters whose personalities are dominated by a single trait or humor. These traits are blown way out of proportion, making the characters absurdly predictable and often hilarious. Think of them as caricatures, people defined entirely by one obsession, flaw, or quirk. The term comes from the ancient medical belief in the four humors: blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile. According to this theory, your personality was determined by the balance or imbalance of these bodily fluids. Too much blood makes you cheerful but impulsive. Too much phlegm makes you lethargic. Too much black bile makes you melancholic. And too much yellow bile make you hot tempered. Writers like Ben Jonson took this idea and ran with it, creating characters whose extreme humors became the source of all their actions and all the laughs. One of the best examples of comedy of humors comes from Ben Jonson's play Every Man in His Humor. In this story, each character is driven by a single dominant trait. There is Kitely, the insanely jealous husband who suspects his wife of infidelity at every turn, even though she is completely innocent. Then there is Bobadil, a braggart soldier who talks big about his supposed military prowess but crumbles at the first sign of danger. Their exaggerated behaviors collide in ridiculous ways, leading to chaos and comedy. Another classic example is The Alchemist by Ben Jonson, where characters like Sir Epicure Mammon, a greedy man obsessed with wealth and luxury, is so consumed by his desires that he falls victim to absurd schemes. Mammon believes he is about to discover the philosopher's stone, which will grant him infinite riches, but his blind greed makes him easy prey for con artists. The humor lies in watching how far these characters will go and how foolishly they behave because of their singular obsessions. But comedy of humors isn't just about mocking weird personalities. It's also a clever way to critique society. By exaggerating human flaws, writers like Johnson highlighted the absurdities and hypocrisies of their time. So why should we care about comedy of humors today? Because its influence is everywhere. Modern sitcoms, cartoons, and even memes often rely on over the top characters to create humor. Why has comedy of humors endured for centuries? Because human nature hasn't changed. We still recognize ourselves in others in these exaggerated portraits. Whether it's a jealous lover, a boastful braggart, or a penny pinching miser, comedy of humors reminds us that while our quirks may be funny, they are also deeply human.